to my channel. I'm Julie, Bookshelf by Julie. Today we're going to make this. This is going to be a journal topper for the Waterfall Journal. It's going to be a large pocket where something can go in behind there. But the best thing about it is what's inside. Now I've attached the trim here on either side, okay, and tied a bow because it's cute, right? Okay, so that'll stay on permanently. When it's on the journal cover, it'll be flat on there, not gusseted or anything. Okay, so what we're going to do is open this up, and now I didn't want it to get really thick and bulky, so I kept it to 4 little 3 pockets. I mean, you know, just little. Now I didn't put a card in the back. I made these journal cards out of scraps, just, you know, to fit in there. So this is what we're going to make today. It's using the slotted spine method, only it's not a spine, it's a flat element. So, but I'm using the same concept, okay? Super easy, guys, super easy. I'll show you how to do these, and then I'll show you how to do that, and then we'll put it all together, because I gotta have 2. So I figured, well, why don't I bring you guys along, and you can make 1 or 2, and we'll all have something pretty to go on our journal covers for the waterfall. I thought, you know, that is perfect for a waterfall because you've got sort of a waterfall element in there with those pages that turn over, right? Okay, I'm going to move that to the side. Now, just in case you don't remember how to make these pockets, right? They're really simple and easy. I'm using a 7 this way and a 5 1/4 tall, because I'm leaving 1/2 inch for gussets, and on this one it's the same width. This is the little pocket, same width, and was it 2 1/2? Let me see now. I think it was 2 1/2. Sure it is. Yeah, 2 1/2 tall, just in case you want to make one for yourself. So 2 1/2 tall, because we're going to have 1/2 inch gusset at the bottom, and of course on the sides, right? Okay, so pull out your handy dandy scoreboard or whatever you use to score with, and we'll get this done. Super easy, guys, just really easy. You want to score, here's my reach, you want to score 1/2 inch at the bottom and 1/2 inch on both sides. Okay, super easy, like I said. And then you're going to fold that in half. Now I did backside print mine, but you don't have to. I mean, you know, whatever you want to do with that. Fold it in half, and then I'm going to go ahead and score this one. Yep, 1/2 inch, same thing, 1/2 inch on the bottom, 1/2 inch on the sides. Super simple, super easy. And then we're, same thing, again, we're going to fold it in half as straight-ish as possible. Okay, now let's get this out of the way, because I don't think we're going to be needing that anymore. If we do, it's in arm's reach. Okay, now we're just going to press that down really good. And we've got our scores along the bottom and the sides, and we're going to press this one down really good. Same thing, scores along the bottom and the sides. Now, when I'm making these, I just keep it really simple. Excuse my reach, gotta get my scissors. It's already folded in half. I'm gonna go ahead and cut right up to that where the score lines meet, and then right back out. I'm also gonna take this wedge out right here from the score line down. Super simple. And go ahead and do this one. That's that easy. Okay, now again we're going to do the same thing. From the score line, you silly. Okay, from the score line down, then up to where the score lines meet, and then back out. You can do this, open it up and do it. If you're not comfortable doing it this way, that's fine. It's just so easy till you have to, I don't know, after you do them several times, you just go, oh, let's make a shortcut. You know, that kind of thing. Or I do. I have to get those out of my way because they will bother me so bad. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and fold our score lines. Fold on our score lines, rather. Yep, like so. And get them all, is that right? Okay. Get them all folded up. And like so. This is one of the easiest hinged elements that you can make, I think. It's just super easy, and it looks really cool when you get finished, right? It looks super cool. So it looks like you did some kind of really cool crafty magic to it or something. But it's just simply cutting and folding and cutting and folding, right? Making your gussets, right? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead. Oh, we didn't need to do both of these. Look, on this one, you're going to have your hinge going one way and your gusset going the other way. Just keep that in mind. And it depends on how you're going to hinge it in. Kind of think it out in your head. If it's going to hinge in this way, then you're going to want that one to be your hinge. If it's going to do it the other way, you know, do the other one. So we're going to cut this one off because we won't need two gussets on there. Do your best to get the score line off. Just cut it right off. So there you go. Pretty simple, huh? Tape. Where's my tape? Here we go. I woke up this morning with a little bit of a, I don't know if it's a cold or I don't know what it is, but I didn't feel good. And so I'm a little croaky. So I hope that doesn't come through on the video. Besides my normal stuff, you know, I think I have a cold. I don't know. Now on this one, you do want to keep both the bottom gussets because it's going on different sides of the page. On that one, you're just making one big pocket. So this one, you're making two pockets. And there, that's why we call it a 3-pocket hinged page. This is a mini page, but you know, it is what it is, and it's cute. And it's going to be so fun. I love the way that one came out. Of course, you know, there could be more decoration to it and such, and there might be. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. And it's not good to decide these things when you have a cold. It's just a thing. Oh, just, you know, decide when your head's clear and your nose is behaving itself and, you know, you're not coughing up crud. So, just that kind of thing. Oh, let's press this down. Okay, now we're going to put this together. Excuse my reach again. I like doing the bottom one first because that way you can kind of just fold this one over and it'll hold itself in place, right? It's, you know, it's a thing. So, okay. Now, this will make a nice gusseted pocket. It's a mini, but it'll do it. Come on, you. Alright. Let's find a solution for you then, shall we? Sometimes even the best of systems can get all, you know, complicated. Alright, here we go. Now this is pretty simple, just lay it down on itself, right? just lay it down flat on itself and right up through there. Yep. And you've got your big pocket. Now, if you don't want to put the other pocket around there, you can be done at this point, right? Excuse my reach again. I have to get my, you know, my mucky brayer. I've got to clean it again soon. Not today, but soon. So you've got a little pocket there. We're going to take this one and we're going to wrap it around. Since we did our gussets the same, and we did our length the same, it's going to fit right up to the edge on both sides. Perfect, right? Okay, let me go ahead and do some inking, because if I don't, then, you know, it won't get done, right? Okay. But yeah, we'll get this little mini pocket done. Little mini. And now what I used for trim on the inside, I wanted it to be really, really flat, right? I used some of that cut up trim instead of lace, because the lace can be a little more bulky than that. That's more flat. So, okay. So what I did was I used, let me untie it again. It's just too cute, right? You see this trim here? It's the cut up pieces of that stuff. I'll leave it there and see if I can find what I did with that. Here it is. I have a tray of stuff, right? So yeah, this. As soon as I get it all, I cut up a quantity of it because I'm using it. So yeah, this, it's really cute. You can cut it up. I cut that big one up into 3 strands now, and that works out really good. So let's put this on here, and then we'll put this around there. Okay. Yeah, it's very non-thick, we'll say, because my brain isn't thinking of all its words today. So I don't know. Do you guys ever get that way? Where, oh, my brain knows more stuff than it's letting out, you know? I think it's the cold. Yep. Okay. So I'm just going to press that on there. Give it a little roll. And snip it off. Quick and easy. And it is less bulky than the lace. So cute, right? Okay, here we go. Let's put it on here. What I do for this to keep it straight and, you know, snug and all that stuff, right? Okay, I'm going to put it on there, stack it down like you're stacking papers, right? And then just hold this part. Hold this part down here and take your tape off up here and press that over so that you get it holding itself, right? And then get that out of the way. Then get some glue on there as straight as possible. I don't do very straight, but anyways, as straight as possible. While you're still holding this, you're just going to flip this over, and it's going to lay down in the right place as long as Murphy stays out the house, right? It's going to lay down in the right place and be exactly where you want it to be. Yep. Okay. Well, get those out of the way. Now all you have to do is flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. You don't have to worry about holding this so much as, you know, because it's going to hold itself in place. You've got the other side is anchored. Okay? All right. Let's get this with some glue. Yeah, I figured I would re-show you how to do this, especially since it's a mini pocket, you know, and I don't know. I know we've done these lots on my channel, but sometimes it's good to get a little refresher, right? Okay, so that's your pocket. Of course, I would put, you know, some of this up here as well. You know, whatever you want to do with it. But that's your pocket. I'm going to put that one aside now, and we're going to start putting this together. Okay? We've got 4 pockets here. And I had them in a certain... Yep, that way. That's the way I want to put them in. Okay, these are the front doors. This is the thing. Okay, I'm using the gatefold on this, and I did use Velcro on this to close it, but, you know, I also wanted, this is more decorative than anything else. I just think it's pretty. That's just the thing. So, this piece is for the back. All right, what I did was I can talk really, was I put one of these down and on this, and I said, okay, I want it to have some space over here, right? And so I put a little mark up here. And from that one, I did 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, till I had 4 slots ready to cut out. I did cut them out already. I mean, it's just cutting straight down. You can use a craft knife or make you a little slit in there and use your scissors. Whatever you want to do, it's all good. I did, before I cut them out, I put this thin cotton fabric on the back so that you've got some strength. Even lightweight cardstock gets a little bit flimsy when you're cutting through it like that, okay? So if you put a little fabric, if you don't have fabric, you can use Tyvek. If you don't have Tyvek, look around your house and see what you do have. You need a little bit of strength on that, okay? So we're going to put our pockets in, and then this is going to be our back piece because we're going to back it so that our pockets are snug in between there, and we'll have, you know, something on the inside of that big pocket. It was just my way of doing that. I don't want anything snagging when it goes in behind there, and this will be just a piece that's straight down, okay? Okay, let's put it together. I need to quit talking so much, huh? Okay, so some of these I put tape on both sides. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You want the front side to have the tape on it, though, because this is the side that's going to stick to this, okay? But on the other side, they're going to be sticking to that other side, the back piece. So it's, you can, but you don't have to. After I got things going, I thought, well, I'm going to be putting that on there. It doesn't matter. So some of them have it and some of them don't have it, and that's okay. Now you want this to slide in there and be able to fold over, right? So just kind of give it a good snug in there and fold it over, making sure you've got it in there just good. Yeah, just good. And I can roll this one. And then next, we're going to do this one. Like I said, you want this side to have tape on it. I have them on. But this side is the one you're sticking to your slotted piece, okay? I didn't put stuff on the top of these. What am I doing? My word. I'm blaming it on the cold. Okay, I will put that fringe around there. I think that's where my brain was going, but this is what I'm supposed to be gluing. Let's keep things straight here, please. Okay, I'm talking to my brain. It sometimes will listen, sometimes not. Okay, so I'm going to slide this into the second slot, just like so, and get in there, you. And you want to make sure that they're the same at the top and the bottom. Well, they're the same size, so you want them in the same place, meeting up, right? Okay. Then just give it a good squash down. And make sure you don't have glue squidging out that's going to do something ugly to your project later, right? Okay, we're doing the polka dot one. But yeah, putting this little fringe on there at the top would have been better to have done before. I'm putting them in there, so you do it before that. Because, yeah, I'm still blaming the cold. I think it's a cold. I hope that's all it is. We're going to go with that. I'm not contagious over video. So we're all good, right? Good grief. Okay, here we go. Now, give that a good press down. Fold over. Fold over. We're good. Okay, now we've got one more. This one don't have tape on the other side, which is fine. Either or, guys. Either or. But you do want tape on this side. That's sticking on there. Well, at least I got half of the fringy stuff on there. Okay. Slide it in. Just slot it right in that slot. And make sure it's, you know, straight with the others. And give it a good press down. Right? Like so. Then we've got our folding overs so that we're making sure we're, you know, all settled. Okay. Now I'm gonna put the tape on this one because that's lumpy bumpy. And so let me see how this goes on here. There's a right way and a wrong way. I cut it to fit. It's a 6x6, but sometimes, you know, that's okay. It's this way. So I want to put my tape on this way. I'll explain myself. As I'm taking the tape off, I want to be able to put it on there and kind of roll it onto it, you know, this way up. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'll show you in a sec what I'm talking about. If you put it on the other way, then you've got to go from this way up. Now I want to go this way up. I don't know. Hopefully that makes some kind of sense. I hope. Okay. Turn it around. But yeah, when you're doing this, measure the journal cover that you're working on, okay? And just leave yourself, I think I left a couple of inches on top, bottom, and sides, more or less, right? And that worked for what I was doing, for the one I'm working on, okay? So this is going to go on here, and I'm going to take this one off. I try to work strategically, if that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, I'm trying to make sure. And if there's any hangover, you can always trim it off. You just don't want to have to trim off the front piece. You want to trim off the back. Right? Yeah. Just trim off the back part. Okay. So we're going to place this on here as straight as possible, right? And place it down, really. Okay. All right, now, yep, okay. Like I said, you can trim off the back. It's not a big deal. Because who's going to see that, really? Nobody. Okay. And now we're just going to put the rest of it down as straight-ish as possible. And move on. We've got our front doors to put on. I'm using sort of a, you know, gate opening, one on either side, French doors, however you want to think of it. And I made them to where they would overlap a little bit more than you really need, but I like the overlap, right? Okay. Okay, now, there, top. Okay, that's okay. I need to trim a little bit here. Oh, magnets. Okay, trim a little bit here. Get that off the side. Yeah, I think this is going to be really beautiful in the front of those journals. It's very interactive, and you can have lots of fun little things in there. I made some journal cards, but you know, you don't have to just make journal cards. It's fine. You can do lots of stuff. Let me get a little bit of that off of there. Okay. All right. Now let's put our doors on. The doors are same height, right? Yeah. And they're going to be this way. All right. I have to do my... They are backside printed, which I was hoping I did do that because... Okay. My brain boggled in this. I'm going to do 1/2 inch score there. And 1/2 inch score here. This is the digital collage sheet from the Vintage Rose part of the kit. So, yeah. It works out just fine to do that because it definitely matches, right? Okay, definitely matches. Okay, and we're going to take our scissors and just get that wedge right there. Just take that off because it could show and you don't want it to, right? Okay, now I'm gonna go off camera and ink up some stuff, and then I'll be back and we'll put those on. So hold on a sec. Okay, I think I've got everything caught up now. We've got our doors, and we've got, which way did I do this? Okay, this one's going here and this one's going. I can get so easily confused right now. It's just crazy. But okay. So we're going to put on our doors like so. Okay? So let's just do this thing. It's almost together. It really is not. It's not hard. It's not complicated. It's just figuring out how big you want it to be. Your space available, right? So whatever size journal you're making, just figure out your space available. And we want to sit this on here where we have our fold easily folding. You can kind of push it and snug it up there. And go over here and make sure that it's really on there very well. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this one. And then we're getting ready to put our little, what do you call that? Trim, herringbone, something, something, something. We're getting ready to put that on. I'm going to put some Velcro just because that helps it stay closed and it's more or less invisible. You don't really see it. Right? Now this time you want your, you don't want it backwards, but you do want it to be at the same place. Right? You want your doors to be, yeah, you want your doors to be together. is the word, right? You want them to match up. So, yeah. So, you want them to do that. Okay, now, we're going to put a little bit of Velcro here. As soon as I find a little bit of Velcro, I'll try to keep it out of the camera so it don't blind you with it. So on this one, yeah, I put it right up to the edge, somewhere in the middle-ish. It's not a big deal if it's not in the middle. And then that's your fluffy, and you put your roughy on top of your fluffy, okay? You just put it down like that, sticky side up, of course, and then close it down and give that a minute to stick, right? Okay, now we've got that, and if you don't want to do the bow, that's fine. You don't have to. It's fine. Okay, let's do our, because I do want to do it. I do. Okay, I've got to do my little bit of measuring. This is 6, so somewhere around 3 is where I want the bow, like there. And again, over here, like there. And then I'll put my tape, you know, there. Get this out of my way. Okay, I'm just going to use some of this. I would use the 1/2 inch, but it's, I don't know, it's a little bit wider, maybe, than I'd like it to be. Yeah, so I'm just going to use some of this on this side and on this side, and yeah, like so, just side by side. It all works out. Okay, do that, and I need this trim. So what I'm doing is I'm going to do 12 inches on both sides. I wanted to have plenty of room, okay, to tie the bow, because I'm not the best bow tire, especially on camera. I mean, you know. So I'm going to use 12 inches, and sorry if I'm putting this up in the, but I need to get this to turn around. So I have another 12 inches, right? Like so. And there you go. So that's what I'm gonna, sorry about the noise. Crafting can get noisy every now and then. Okay. Get the tape off. And put a little glue over it, that kind of thing. And then we're just gonna press this in place. Yeah, that's simple. How easy is that, right? Okay. Oh, wrong one. Okay. That off. And a little glue. And then put this on there. Like so. So, there it is. Now, what I do is I'm putting the, which way is this? Yeah, that's the top. This is top. So, what I'm going to do, I did go ahead and put the little fringe on the top of those. So, it will be the finished product, more or less. So, what I'm going to do is tie this up. How cute. And all that stuff. And then I'm going to put my tape on the back. Just adorable, right? So, as this is the top, I'm going to put tape down through here and across here. And that makes my big pocket. And then it'll be ready to go on the front of a journal. Not right this second, because I'm still working on things. Just, I have to double check myself, guys. I do. Okay, this is the bottom. Because the journal, the Waterfall Journal cover is bigger than what I can work on in camera shot. Because, yep. So one of these days I'm going to have a place where I can work on bigger projects. Right now I don't. But it's a goal. I'm dreaming, you know. And so, yeah, I can do this. But I can show you where I'm going to put it. Get this one tied back up. And we have two of them. I've been working on the Waterfall Journal, putting the signatures in and all that. Now I will show, but what I'm going to do is do a mini journal cover and do the same method. You see how big this is? There's no way I could have put all that together in a, you know, it wouldn't have worked. But this is going to go on the front. You see you've got space here, space here, space here, and space here. And just center it on there. This is not finished, but this is the front of the journal cover. Okay? I've got a lot of stuff that still has to be done. And I will do a whole flip through. But these are going to be the front elements. Is that going to be awesome or what? Of course there's going to be lace and all kinds of, you know. But anyways, and I did use some of my little wax seal charms to tie the signature strings, and it's just going to be beautiful, guys. Going to be beautiful. Okay, I've got these journal cards I need to put in that one that we finished up today. But isn't that something? That's just really pretty. That could go on the front of any journal, using any papers you want to use. This is just, most of this was scraps left over from making that Waterfall Journal. I think I had to print out the front cover pages. I don't know, but anyways, most of it was scraps. These were for sure the journal cards. These were scraps, but they make pretty journal cards, so why not? You know. Okay, this video is getting very long, so yeah, make you some of these. If you didn't get something I did, rewind me. I'm just as friendly the second time around. And make you some of this. It's so fun and so easy. And once you get your sizes worked out, I'll put the measurements for what I used in the description box below. But generally just work with the size of whatever journal you're doing. And like I said, I will be doing a mini version of the journal cover that I made so that you can see the wrapping. This is all wrapped to where you don't see the chipboard. So that video is coming soon to a YouTube channel near you. Get your chipboard together, get you some fabric and some double stick tape or some glue in your finger tool, whatever you want to use. And I'm going to show you how to do that and how to put it all together. But not on that big one. Just too big. Okay. You guys take care. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. TTFN.